Hi friends, today we will be doing math lesson 14.8, which is the last lesson in this chapter. So similar to how we ended chapter 13, I will make this video today. Tomorrow, I will open your math test and also create review videos for the rest of the week, and your math test will be due next Monday. So you have 7 days to finish your test. So again, tomorrow is when your math test will open, but you don't have to take it until you feel ready. The test can be stopped and started as you feel ready, and it will only be about 10 to 12 questions. All right, let's get started with your math lesson for today. It's a pretty fun one, so I hope you like it.
You can combine 3D shapes to make bigger 3D shapes. What are these shapes?
Cubes.
These are cubes. What bigger 3D shapes can you make by putting these cubes together?
Which shapes could you make with other cubes?
You can build a rectangular prism from cubes. What other 3D shape can you build from cubes?
If we had enough cubes, like 8 cubes, we can make a bigger cube, kind of like how a Rubik's Cube looks. It's made out of little cubes to make one big cube.
What shape was made here?
A cube.
Select your answer.
A cube, right? Because it has all the sides are equal. They're all cubes. There are 8 vertices. Looks like a cube to me.
You can make a big cube from smaller cubes. Can an even bigger cube be made with more small cubes? Explain.
If you keep going with the pattern of adding more cubes in equal numbers around each side, you can make a bigger cube. If I was just to add 2 cubes here, it would be a rectangular prism and it would not be a cube. So you would need to add cubes to the side and to the top to continue it being a cube.
Yes, you can make a bigger cube by adding more small cubes. You can also use 3D shapes to make objects that you know. What are the names of these 3D shapes that will be used to make an object?
Cube, cone.
There is a cube, a cone,
cylinder.
and a cylinder. What can you make with these?
What could we make?
How were the shapes combined to make this object?
Stacked on top of each other.
They were stacked on top of each other. What shape did they make when they were combined? A cube, a cylinder, and a cone make a rocket.
Now you know how to put 3D shapes together to make other 3D shapes.
All right, so for our practice today, we will be looking at shapes that are already built, and we are going to see what shapes make them up. So it says, circle the 3D shapes that could be put together to make an object. So we have what kind of looks like a rocket or maybe a mill on a farm. And we have to look at the different pieces to figure out what 3D shapes made up this shape. Do you see a cube in this shape? No, but I do see a cylinder on the bottom. Do you see a cone? I see a cone on top, but I do not see a rectangular prism. Number 2, we're gonna look again for the smaller shapes. So I see right here, there are 2 different shapes that make up this shape. I see one rectangular prism. It's the blue piece right here. Do you see a sphere? No. Do you see a cube? Yes, there's a cube at the end of the shape. Do you see a cylinder? No. This shape is made out of a rectangular prism and a cube. These ones are a little trickier because more shapes are involved, but I know you can do it. So again, we're going to circle the 3D shapes that could be put together to make an object. So when I look up here, I see immediately that there's a sphere. So I'm going to circle this sphere. The next part is a flat rectangular prism. Do you see it? Wow, what's this long piece? What shape is that? It's kind of like a pole. It's a cylinder. Good. All right, and the final piece of this picture, again, is a rectangular prism. It's like a flat, like almost like a pizza box. And we've already circled that. So those are the shapes that made up this bigger shape. Now this looks like a traffic cone. What shape do you see right on top? A cone. Then we see a shape right here. You have to look kind of close. What shape is it? It has a circular face and then a body and another circular face. A cylinder. It's a short cylinder, not like this one. This was a tall cylinder. And again, we see that shape like a pizza box. What's the real name of that flat shape? A rectangular prism. Again, it's this flatter one, not this one. All right, this one made up of 2 shapes. You have to look closely at it. And Bailey's making all kinds of noises while I'm working. All right, so I see 2 types of cylinders. Do you see how one is the taller cylinder right here, and then the shorter cylinder right here? John wants to combine 3 green cubes to make a bigger cube. John wants to combine 6 green cubes to make a bigger cube. Can John do this? Explain. So John has 6 cubes. So if I was to draw 6 cubes, I can use 4, but that would be a rectangular prism. To be a cube, they'd have to be double on the front and the back. So I'm going to say John cannot make a cube using 6 cubes. He would need at least 8. This would be a good one if you have cubes around your house for you to try and build yourself. All right, first grade, now that we have finished this lesson, I want you to go on to Pearson Realize and do your quick check for 14.7 and your interactive practice buddy. And remember, tomorrow your test will open, and I will also post some review videos, but don't take the test until you're ready. Bye, friends.